Hello, Collective. So, I have a message for you. I sat down yesterday and today and pulled some cards just to give like a little bit of clarity. Now, this wasn't a card that came out for myself. However, this is a message for you guys for the full moon in Sagittarius. And I was like urgently told, hurry up and make this video while the information is so fresh in my brain. You see this card? This is the moon card in the tarot. Okay. In other versions of this tarot card, sometimes there's like a lobster or crab. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. This particular card has an entity in the waters. This is representing like your subconscious mind, things that are repressed and finally coming to the surface. Now, because the moon card is also a water sign, this is directly related to the full moon we had on the 1st. It was in Scorpio. Okay. And I've been talking about this energy for weeks now because this full moon in Sagittarius on Sunday is giving a completion to whatever was happening on the 1st. We are completing that because the full moon on a Sunday is a rare blue moon. We hardly ever have two full moons in the same month. And when we do, I believe it happens like every 3 years, I believe, you know. But in any case, something is being revealed to you at this time, and this is going to happen today and or tomorrow leading up until Sunday the 31st. Something is being revealed to you in a way that a mask is coming off. You're getting a mental breakthrough on having a better understanding of a certain dynamic, whether this is for yourself, something that maybe you denied or chose not to see, or this could be your external world, people, places, and things around you. Okay. Um, I can't remember whose video it was on Instagram. One of the astrology pages that I follow said today, the 28th, was going to be a day of like, your haters being revealed to you, things that are finally coming to the surface and giving you clarity on why certain things were done to you behind your back. And for the collective, this card is a message of you're about to get a breakthrough in or a better understanding of the things you've done to yourself. Okay. This is your subconscious mind coming to the surface now. The things you repressed, the things that you've locked away in the deep, dark basement of yourself. Right. So this is you going back to the shadow realm, going back to doing that shadow work and, you bringing balance to certain parts of your life. Because this full moon in Sagittarius on Sunday is actually going to be a completion, it's going to be hard for you to move forward after this full moon if you're not allowing yourself to have that completion. If you're not giving yourself the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm toxic. I have these certain behaviors, and that's why I'm being triggered by all these people. And that's something that I can't take with me in this new beginning, in this new timeline. Okay. Because there's something really big that you need to know. Two things coming up in the month of June. Okay. First of all, we have Chiron transiting into Taurus on June 19th. I believe it's the 19th or the 20th. Now, this is going to be real big. On an individual level, you're going to learn how to, it's going to be all about your stability on an individual level, things that you've struggled with to bring stability into your life, and how you can work on changing certain things to bring new forms of stability into your life. On a global scale, it's going to get hectic just because of the price of fuel, and like people don't want to fly, and so now all of these things that brought comfortability to certain people is going to be disrupted, only because Taurus is a sign of comfortability and leisure and luxury. And when Chiron is hitting that sign, it's like disrupting that foundation, right? It's disrupting anything that brought you the comfort, the leisure, the luxury, the opulence, right? And It's a need for you to heal around certain things that, maybe you self sabotage, or, maybe you don't have enough self worth to believe that the finer things in life you can acquire. You have that ability to have that experience in this lifetime. So when Chiron hits Taurus, there's going to be a major theme around stability, instability versus stability. If you currently have instability in your life, what can you do to bring more stability to your life, right? And then we have this summer solstice, okay, which will also be the first day of Cancer season. And the last couple of weeks I've been talking real heavy about this Cancer energy and how it's pertaining to us being able to help us heal our lineage, and how it's relating to Pluto and retro and all of that, right? But because the sun is masculine energy, there's a need for the collective right now to be focusing on balancing and or healing the masculine version of yourself. Okay. This is going to be really big for the collective. This is needed. It's so necessary, because your masculine energy helps you create opportunities, or helps you create new forms of creativity in how you apply action into certain areas of your life. And whether you are a man or a woman, there's probably a dynamic with you being hyper masculine that you need to heal and remove. Okay. And then on June 30th, this is the kicker, right? This is where the abundance comes in. June 30th, Jupiter is finally going to transit into Leo. This is going to spark change. This is going to spark confidence and creativity and courageousness around how you can allow yourself to receive that abundance now. Okay. And this is on a massive scale. Jupiter is a massive planet. Jupiter is relating to, like, not only is it money and good luck and prosperity and all of that, but also belief systems. So now you might be called, once we get to that point, to change your belief systems around how you can receive and how you can hold on to those things. Because when Jupiter is in Leo, this is really giving like carefree energy where things are going to be magnetically attracted to you effortlessly. Okay. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind as we are closing out May and moving into June. Okay. Allow yourself to go back and dig up some things that has been repressed, and face them and release them. And I believe last week I also talked about the Alta Major in the back of the neck. Okay. I believe I talked about that with my live TikTok video. I did post that on my page. Okay. So if you have an opportunity, please go back and watch it. It's an hour long. But I talked about the Alta Major and how it's recalibrating, it's transforming. Okay. And this Alta Major has a lot to do with your repressive parts of yourself. Okay. And it's the key to not only activating the vagus nerve, but allowing us to regulate our nervous system so that we can be in these new spaces and not feel overstimulated, not feel like we're in fight or flight, so we can be calm and safe in order for us to receive all of the things that we are desiring at this time. Okay. So continue doing the work. Whatever you did during the full moon in Scorpio on the first, you might have to go back. You might have to redo that. You might have to continue it. Whatever that is, continue digging up these suppressed parts of yourself to bring clarity and light to, certain parts of your life where that light is necessary. Okay. I know the collective hates hearing, like, we have to revisit the shadow realm, and we have to do the shadow work, and we have to integrate and do all of that. But it's so necessary in this new space. This is where your rebirth is happening, right? This is where your rebirth is changing, how you move forward, releasing the habits and behaviors, your mental processing, all of that. And I'm also hearing that when you have the opportunity, if you do know what your south node is, and if you don't know what your south node is, learn how to do your birth chart. Okay, that's going to be really important in this new space. But if you understand where your south node is, ask Google and or Chat GPT how that's going to affect you with this full moon. Your south node is your past life karma and your like secret behaviors, your suppressive emotions. That's going to help you know exactly what to release with this full moon in Sagittarius on Sunday. So I hope that brought you guys clarity, and I'll catch you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.